An emotional day in a Warren courtroom. The 17-year-old accused of stabbing her classmate to death appeared before a judge for a preliminary hearing. That stabbing happened at Fitzgerald High School in Warren.
7 Action News reporter Jennifer Ann Wilson is live at the courthouse with more on today's heart-wrenching testimony. Jen?
Yeah, good evening. They adjourned today around noon until sometime in March when they'll be hearing testimony from the officer who took a statement from the student accused in this stabbing. Today, the teacher and several classmates took the stand.
I put my hand on her back and I'm trying to figure out exactly where the blood is coming from.
It was an emotional day in this Warren courtroom. 17-year-old Tanaya Lewis sat expressionless as her classmates and teacher relived the horror of September 12th. A day teacher Sarah Sonnefeld said started off like any other.
I stand at the door, I greet students, I shake their hands as they come in.
17-year-old Tanaya Lewis and 16-year-old Danyna Gibson, both in her second period class. She says suddenly she saw Danyna running across the room.
I see Tanaya continuing to run after her, smiling.
After seeing the knife, Sonnefeld says she grabbed Tanaya.
What do you do when you have grabbed Tanaya from behind?
I push her out of my classroom.
Is she saying anything at this time?
She told Evan, I hope she dies, I hope she dies.
16-year-old Danyna Gibson died from 2 stab wounds, all because prosecutors say she and Tanaya Lewis liked the same boy, a boy named Evan. In court today, his face wasn't shown, but the teen testified that Tanaya texted him just before the stabbing, and she called him about 20 minutes after allegedly killing Danyna.
I said, "Why'd you do it?"
And what did she say?
She just kept saying, "I'm sorry."
Did she ever describe for you why she did it or what was going through her head?
No.
How did the conversation end?
I hung up on her.
Well, the dean of discipline actually took the stand also today. He said he didn't know Tanaya Lewis very well because she had never received a disciplinary action during her time in high school. Also, many we hear are praising the teacher for her swift action in protecting the rest of the class in her attempt at saving Danyna.
And Jen, you just touched on it there. Did these teachers have any training and were they able to use it? In what way?
Yeah, it was interesting because today during this hearing, during the testimony, we learned that just 2 weeks prior to this attack, they had all conducted something called Alice training where they learned what to do in case there was an attack or something like that happened in the school. And so the teacher learned instead of hiding, instead to try to separate a potential attacker from the rest of the classroom. Also, another teacher who entered the scene to help grabbed a towel before removing the knife from the scene so as not to contaminate the evidence. That was something else they learned in their training just 2 weeks prior. So that training, I'm sure nobody ever imagined having to use what they learned so quickly, but it is good that they had that training to act so quickly in that moment.
Yeah, a very emotional day today in that courtroom, especially for the teachers as well. All right, Jennifer Ann, thank you.